close. Mordecai Brown was a Hall of Fame pitcher who was born in Nylesville, Indiana. Cubs fans still make the pilgrimage to a monument in his honor. VanTryon, IndyStarNYESVILLE. Listen closely. Only thing you'll hear out here are crows off in the distance, and the occasional clop-clop-clopping of a horse-drawn Amish buggy. Probably this is what it sounded like in 1876 when he was born. Mordecai "Three-Finger" Brown didn't come into this world with 3 fingers. He was a small boy here in Nylesville when his right hand got stuck inside a corn grinder, and he pulled it out in shattered pieces. Months later he fell and re-injured some of those fractures before they could heal, and what was left was a thumb, a stump, and 3 fingers pointing every which way. All the way to Cooperstown, NY. Brown is most famous for his work in Chicago's 1907 and 1908 World Series wins. Photo courtesy of Mordecai Brown Legacy Foundation. Photo, image courtesy of Mordecai Brown Legacy Foundation. Gripping the ball in a way nobody has before or since. Three-Finger Brown unleashed a curveball from hell. The most devastating pitch I ever faced, Ty Cobb once called it, and Brown used it to win 239 games from 1903 to 16. His finest year was 1908, when he went 29-9, with a 1.47 ERA and won 2 World Series starts for the Chicago Cubs, their last title for 108 years. In 1949 he became the first player from Indiana inducted into the Baseball Hall of Fame. Alas, time had moved too slowly for Three-Finger Brown. He died 1 year earlier, complications from diabetes. He was 72. Where else Greg has been? USA loses search for next great Winter Olympian visits Indianapolis. Austin hopes a new ball field can help in its battle with opioids and HIV. Why Indy doesn't have a Reggie Miller statue? About 25 years ago, family members erected a historical marker near Brown's birthplace in Nylesville, a mining town 60 miles west of Indianapolis. They put it on the Park County farm where he was born, just down the road from the coal mine where he worked after dropping out of school at 14. He was a third baseman for a semi-pro mining team in nearby Coxville until the day his team's regular pitcher lasted just 2 innings. The manager put the strong-arm third baseman on the mound. Mordecai Brown started throwing curveballs, and 7 hitless innings later he was a third baseman no more. That was then. It's peaceful at his marker in Nylesville, quiet, corn as far as the eye can see. Every few minutes, an Amish buggy rolls past. A crow calls out. Other than that, the legend of Mordecai Brown is spoken in silence. ******, look closely. No doubt the historical marker is eye-catching. 3 feet of shiny marble set on a granite base, engraving on the marble calling this the birthplace of Mordecai Brown, and listing some of his most notable statistics. Games started 332, and completed 271, shutouts 58, earned run average 2.03. Next to the words and numbers is an image of Brown's follow-through, the fingers of his mangled right hand pointing every which way. But look around. The barn over there has been painted white and adorned with various Cubs logos, a nod to those who come to Nylesville, to this monument surrounded by a single link of chain, where recent visitors have draped a Cubs cap over one fence post, a Cubs koozie over another. They come sporadically to this beautifully tended memorial, but they do come, paying their respects by leaving behind a little of themselves. Photo, image courtesy of the Mordecai Brown Legacy Foundation. Look past the marble and granite, past the Cubs hat and koozie, near the doors embedded into the earth, leading down to the root cellar where Mordecai Brown played as a boy. See that flagpole there? Under the flagpole is a mailbox. Inside the mailbox is a notebook. On top of the notebook is a pen, and a note. Please sign our book before you leave. They come from Indiana, from the state's northern third, Warsaw, to its southern tip, Charlestown. They come from Mars Hill, NC, and Wauconda, Ill, and Sarasota, Florida. They come from Terre Haute, from Whiteland, from Coatesville. They come from Chicago. They come bearing their allegiance to the franchise where Mordecai Brown spent 10 of his 14 MLB seasons. Cubs fan forever. My father grew up in the shadow of Wrigley Field. Mark from Valparaiso, Jan. 14, 2017, they come with personal stories. My dad, Honest Jim, actually caught Mordecai Brown's pitches at his gas station. Scott from Terre Haute, Sept. 25, 2017, they come with personal grievances. Pete Rose should join Mordecai in the Hoff. Steve from Coatesville, June 2018, they come to celebrate. Go Cubs! We've stopped by the last 3 games of the 2016 World Series, hoping to get good luck from the last pitcher to bring a World Series win to the Cubs, and it worked. The Sawyer Diaz family, in November 3, 2016, and they come seeking assistance from above. The notebook fills up fastest in October, with Cubs fans making the pilgrimage to Mordecai Brown's birthplace to plead for postseason help. October 17, 2017, diehard Cubs fans have been stopping here before every playoff game. Game 3 NLCS, 0-2 against Dodgers. Bullpen needs help tonight. Mort, October 18, 2017, we need help. Game 4 NLCS, 0-3, October 19, 2017, happy birthday Mort. Send Cubs some luck from above. Alas, on what would have been Three Finger Brown's 141st birthday, the Cubs were eliminated by the Dodgers on October 19, the 20th of October 2017, happy belated birthday. Needed you last night, asterisk, 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 you won't find this place by accident, you have to want to go there, says Scott Brown, a cousin of Mordecai's who runs the Mordecai Brown Legacy Foundation from his home in Florida. But if you go, you'll be standing on the farm where he learned to throw potatoes, rocks, whatever he could get his hands on. That's where he picked up his first abilities. The journey west begins on Highway 36, through Avon, Danville, Bainbridge, Morton. Highway 36 is named Pat Rady Way in Bainbridge, where the second winningest coach in Indiana boys high school basketball history picked up the first of his 761 victories. Get past Bainbridge and it's called Ernie Pyle Memorial Highway, in honor of the World War II correspondent from Dana, Ind. Mordecai Brown, winding up, photo, image courtesy of Mordecai Brown Legacy Foundation. They honor the past in this part of Indiana, which is how the Mordecai Brown Monument came to be. The driving force was another relative, Fred Massey, who helped raise $2,500 in 1994 to build the historical marker. Massey took care of the marker until his death in 2011, and with Brown living in Florida, the marker is tended to now by residents of Nylesville and nearby Rockville. They keep the grass clipped, the weeds pulled, the notebook tucked away in the mailbox. Three Finger Brown's memory has had a resurgence this year, with the opening in April of a cocktail bar in his name, Mordecai, at the Zachary Hotel in Chicago, across Clark Street from Wrigley Field, and with a night in his honor this week at Sycamore Stadium in Terre Haute, where the Summer League Rex baseball team is hosting Bicentennial Night honoring Mordecai Brown, on Sunday. Brown lived out his post-baseball life in an apartment near the Indiana State campus, managing the 3I League's Terre Haute Hottentots, renamed the Browns in his honor, and later running a Texaco filling station at 101N 7th St. He died on Valentine's Day 1948, at Union Hospital. That's where the story ends. But it started 30 miles to the north, here among the cornfields of Nylesville, and you won't just happen upon this spot. You couldn't possibly, so pay attention. About 60 miles west of Indianapolis, past the churches and cemeteries, past the turnoff for Miami Indian Land, past the store advertising elk meat, look for Adams Road. It's a side street, more like a path, a strip of gravel flanked by fields of corn. Adams Road narrows to a one-lane bridge, then disappears under a canopy of trees. Even on the sunniest of days, there is no sunlight. Not under that canopy. So go slow. An Amish buggy has no lights. But you're in no hurry, right? Good. Time feels different out here, on the way to Mordecai Brown's birthplace, ambling along like a horse-drawn wagon on the way to 1876. Find IndyStar columnist Greg Doyle on Twitter, at GregDoyleStar, or at Facebook.com/Greg.Doyle. Where's Greg? Sports columnist Greg Doyle is driving around Indiana this summer in search of great stories. Today, that's a visit to the memorial honoring pitching great Mordecai "Three-Finger" Brown.